Think back to your very first memory. Try to find the absolute furthest point you can remember in your life. For almost all of us, that memory didn't happen slowly. It didn't fade in like a movie. It happened all at once. 1 minute, you are just a lawless toddler. You don't know who you are. You don't know what day it is. You are just operating purely on vibes, eating dirt and taking naps. And then, bam, the screen of your mind turns on. You are suddenly standing in the middle of a random hallway holding a juice box, looking around like, wait a minute, I am a person? I exist? This is my house? And wait, you're telling me I've already been alive for 4 years? It is the weirdest feeling ever. Why does this happen to us? Why do humans just suddenly spawn into reality at a random age? Let's break down exactly what is happening inside your head. To understand why we wake up so late, we have to look at what your brain is doing when you're a baby. Scientists actually have a name for this. They call it infantile amnesia. That is just a big fancy term for baby memory loss. When you are between 0 and 3 years old, your brain is actually growing too fast. It is making millions of new connections every single second. It is trying to learn how to walk, how to talk, and how to not drop food on the dog. Because your brain is changing so fast, it constantly has to delete old stuff to make room for new stuff. Think of your brain like a smartphone. When you are a baby, the phone is constantly downloading massive system updates. But the phone runs out of storage space, so what does it do? It automatically deletes your old photos and videos to make room for the new update. Your brain quite literally overwrites its own hard drive. The memories of you being 1 or 2 years old aren't just hidden, your brain actually deleted the files, but then something changes. Usually around age 3, 4, or 5, your brain's growth finally starts to slow down just a little bit. The wet concrete inside your head finally dries. Suddenly your brain gains the ability to press the save button on life. It stops deleting the old files and starts keeping them forever. And that exact day, that exact second, your brain hits save for the first time. That is the day you woke up. That is your first memory. But what makes this so funny is that your brain doesn't care about making your first memory look cool. Think about where you were when you gained consciousness. Nobody wakes up to reality doing something epic. You didn't open your eyes for the first time while looking at a beautiful sunset, or while winning a race or doing a backflip. No, most people wake up during the most boring moments possible. Maybe you woke up while staring at a beige wall in your living room. Maybe you woke up mid-cry because your mom gave you the blue cup instead of the red cup. Or maybe you just suddenly realized you existed while staring at a grocery store shelf full of cereal boxes. You basically spawned into a random map with a random item in your hand, with absolutely zero tutorial on how to play the game of life. You just had to look around, see 2 adults standing there and think, okay, I guess those are my parents. Let's see how this goes. It is a beautiful, hilarious glitch that every single human being on Earth experiences. We all just collectively agreed to completely forget the beginning of our lives, and then one day, someone turns the lights on in our heads. So I want to hear your stories. Take a second, think back and tell me, what was the exact moment you spawned into the world? What was your very first, completely boring memory? Drop it in the comments below, because I promise, someone else had the exact same glitch. If your brain is currently turned on, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more videos. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.